Hey guys, welcome back to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel, I share everything personal finance. I cover budgeting, saving, and investing. If these topics are of interest to you, then please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into today's video. Today's video, I will be sharing with you my May 2022 budget forecast. So, what I will do in today's video is firstly, I'll share with you some of the changes that I'm anticipating in the month of May. Then I will share with you the pie chart that I have created to do a representation of how I'm going to split my money in the month of May. So let's begin. I do have my little notepad here where I have written down all of the changes I'm expecting in the month of May. The first one being the fact that my mobile plan is going up. I got a text message a couple of days from the provider that it's going up. Definitely feeling the impact of inflation because I already pay a high amount for my mobile, and this news now going up a little bit more actually just, to be honest, irritated me. But it's not something that I'm surprised about. I think I did get a letter a couple of months ago where they said there will be some increase. I just didn't realize the increase would be this much for me. So you will notice that in my budget that this has gone up. Secondly, there are two birthdays that I am going to be attending for my friends, so we've decided we're going to eat out. So this is something that will impact my budget. So before the month of April ends, I'm going to try and put as much as I possibly can into my gift sinking fund so that I can be able to spend that money in the month of May. However, if I'm not able to do that, then I obviously have to cash flow it from my budget, so that is an impact on my overall budget. Then, as you'll be seeing this video, I'll actually be on holiday. I'll be on a 2-week holidays with family, so that is an impact on both my April budget as well as my May budget. But for my April budget, this was already accounted for. My May budget, it was accounted for, but things happen, things change, and because obviously I will still be on holiday when the month ends, everything else that I spent from the 1st of May will be counted towards my May budget, hence why this will have an impact on my budget. The next one is I have plans to catch up with another group of friends outside of the girls that I'll be spending their birthdays with. So that is something as well that I have to think about, and I think about every single month with every single one of my budget, the impact that that will have with respect to my budget. So there are certain things that I do with my friends that don't cost any money whatsoever, but a lot of my friends live out of town, so that includes me having to travel to their wherever their location, or maybe meet up in the middle. So again, an impact on my budget, but this is why we budget, so we can allow for things like this, enjoy our life on a budget. That's exactly what I try to do. Another thing you will notice in the pie chart that I'm about to share in a few seconds is the fact that my rental expenses are not included. So I just did my taxes with my dad. It was so complicated. It was just way too many things, and because of that, I was just like, no, I'm going to split that. And the fact that I have bought another rental property has just emphasized the fact that I definitely need to keep these things separate, and I'm still considering getting an accountant so that they can deal with that, because this just ended tax year. I was a pain to sort out. So yeah, so that is the things that I'm aware of that will impact my budget. But obviously something might spring out that I'm not aware of, but we will deal with it as it arrives. So I do have my laptop here with me, so I'm going to share my screen and just play you a little presentation. I'm super excited about this. A little presentation of my expenditures and how everything is going to be broken down. So let's begin. So this is my May 2022 budget forecast. Starting off first with my savings, I am planning to send 10%, investments 23%, home expenses 28%, then I'm planning to send 6% towards my insurances, 1% towards recreation, 2% towards my health and lifestyle, 5% towards personal spending, 10% towards tithe and giving, 6% towards food, 5% towards miscellaneous, and then 4% towards my transportation. So this is how I intend to break down my budget. So for me, what is of great importance that I always watch is my home expenses. I always want to keep this under 30%, even though in one of my favorite books, All Your Worth, says that you want to send at least 50% towards my wants. That's not how I operate, in all honesty. So I prefer to keep it under 30% if I can, and send at least 50% towards my savings and my investing. And looking at my forecast right now, I will be able to send just over 33% of my income will be sent towards savings and investing, which is not bad. So the idea would be to cut back on my personal spending so that I can target that towards my savings or my investing, cut back on miscellaneous. So with miscellaneous, it's more of maybe I don't even spend the miscellaneous money that I have, and then just send that towards my investments and my savings. But yeah, those are the only areas. And personal spending, but with personal spending, I want to make sure I spend the 5% that I have allocated myself, because I try to keep my personal spending really, really low. But it's so important just to make sure that you are enjoying the money that you're working so hard to earn. So this is why I try to keep at least 5% of my overall income towards personal spending. So for me, personal spending is things like my mobile, which obviously has gone up, things like my personal growth. So I am part of a mastermind group, and that mastermind charges a fee, which I'm happy to pay. Then it's things like buying books to improve my knowledge, my financial knowledge, so I can manage my personal finances better. So I'm actually happy with the forecast that I have right now with respect to my budget. They are a couple of things that I want to target in the month of May as part of my monthly review of the annual goals that I set back in November of 2021. So, yeah, this is what I wanted to share with respects to my budget. Do not forget to check out how I budgeted my April 2022 budget, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.